All right, ladies and gentlemen, we just finished up a shuffle. Now, we've been spam playing nonstop all day, every day, and I feel like we need to do a few things. So, number one, I want to go over the class tuning that is coming out. So that's number one. But after the class tuning, because it's not that much, I want to go in and update my tier list and make it a little bit more accurate based off what I've seen and what I've played into and all that good stuff. Okay, so these are the changes that are coming on August 19th. Okay, so you guys may have seen them, maybe not. We'll go over these quickly, and then I'm going to update my tier list really, really fast. So, with the beginning of Season 3 raiding, dungeons, and PvP, we very quickly saw data that supported making tuning changes to a number of classes that are over and underperforming. These adjustments will be implemented with a scheduled weekly maintenance. Fire. All damage dealt increased by 4%. And this is going into PvP. So, fire mages are getting a 4% damage buff, and they buff flame strike damage a little bit. Rep paladins are getting some damage buffs. Does not apply in PvP. I think that makes sense. Honestly, I'm surprised that this went through, if I'm being honest. Affliction, all damage reduced by 3%, does not affect PvP. So, Affliction Warlocks are getting some nerfs, but not in PvP. Arms Warrior, all damage increased by 8%, does not apply in PvP. Okay? Now, another change they're making is that they're actually buffing stamina. So, normally they do this when they feel like damage is too high and people are getting one shot. We have a slight stamina buff, 5%, to slow down the game just a little bit. It's not going to be that much, but it's just a little slower. They buffed anti-magic zone for Death Knight, so it's a 30% damage reduction once again instead of 15. This guy says, Ven, I don't think Frost DK is that strong. I'm just super geared. Sure. Frost. Deathbringer Reaper's Mark damage reduced by 25%. Now, most DKs are not actually running this. So, I don't think it's really going to change anything for Frost DK. Unholy Death Coil damage reduced by 10%. Unholy is also really strong. I think this is... I want to say this is a fairly minor nerf, so I think DKs are going to be okay. Unholy lost a little bit of damage. But we gained anti-magic zone being good again, so chillin'. Balance Druid's got a 4% overall damage nerf. Now, if you remember, they got an 8% buff last week, and I don't think that 8% buff was warranted. So this is just trying to offset that a little bit because Boomkins are doing insane damage right now. Whirling Stars reduces Celestial Alignment or Incarnation, Chosen of Loon, by 30% in PvP. Was 20%. Okay, so it's an Incarnation nerf. Yeah, Incarnation nerf slightly. And then Mages got a bunch of changes. Frostfire Bolt damage reduced by 13%. So for both Frost and Fire Mage, that Frostfire Bolt damage has been lowered. Isothermic's Core Comet Storm is called down at 150% effectiveness in PvP. Was 200%. Now, I think this is only for Fire. Right? So I think the Comet Storm is specifically for Fire, because when you Comet Storm as a Frost Mage, I don't think this is relevant. So I don't think this is a Comet Storm nerf for Frost. It's specifically for the Meteor Comet Storm for Fire. Pretty sure. Sunfear Arcane Soul now increases the damage of Arcane Barrage by 5 per stack, was 15. This is a fairly significant nerf. So basically... If you guys don't know how Sun Fury Mage works, after your little bird expires, depending on how many spheres it ate, you can either just spam Barrage and it does more and more and more damage. You get some fat barrages, so that got nerfed. And it's the same thing for Fire. So the Hypothermia stacking bonus got nerfed as well. So this is actually fairly significant. The Hypothermia was big. So, yeah. Now... For Rogue, so honestly, with these changes, I don't think it really is that big of a nerf to Mage. In fact, Fire, I think, is overall going to get buffed. Well, Fire is going to be looking good, I think. I think Sun Fury Fire will still be good. The Hypothermia nerf is big, but I still think Fire is going to feel insanely good, especially with the 4% damage buffs. Arcane, I think, is still going to feel amazing, and I think Frost will feel the exact same. I don't think there's any... I guess this is a fairly significant nerf for Frost. And then Rogue, the Fatebound coin, Tails, and Lucky coin damage reduced by 33%. I feel like Rogues are still going to one-shot. Am I crazy? Like, this Fatebound coin was literally 100-0ing people for millions and millions of damage. A 33% nerf feels like it actually might not be enough. Maybe I'm crazy, but I don't know. I don't think that I am. Maybe I'm not understanding it. Like, I'm telling you, actual 100-0. Yeah, I'm actually kidding. I'm not kidding you. I've seen Outlaw Rogues literally proc lucky coins and do 2 million, 1 million, 1 million, 2 million, 1 million, and just kill someone instantaneously. So a 33% nerf feels very, very minor. I think it's still going to do unhealable, absurd damage, but okay. Now, with all that in mind, let's go to my tier list. Now, this is a tier list that I made before the season started. Okay, so in S tier, I had Fire, Boomy, Ret, Shadow Priest, Demo, Asa, Demon Hunter, Subtlety Rogue, Frosty K, Arcane Mage, Holy Paladin. Holy Paladin was over here. Let's put that here. And then in A tier, we had Resto, Prez, Mistweaver, Ellie, Dev, BM, Marks, Survival, Affliction, Destro, Feral, Frost, Unholy, Fury, Arms, Windwalker, Enhance, and B tier Holy Priest, Resto Shaman, Dispriest, and then C tier is Outlaw. So there's a few that I think I got totally wrong here. I think I got Outlaw Rouge very wrong. So let's make add a row below. This one is going to be called, let's go here. Edit this, it's going to be called Wrongo. Wrong. These are the ones I got totally wrong. We'll admit it. So I got Outlaw wrong. I think I got Resto Shaman wrong. I think I got Og wrong. I'm trying to think. I think I got Shadow Priest wrong too. Shadow Priest is wrong. Let's see. Anything else you guys can know? You guys disagree with that's totally wrong? You said Ret is broken? Yeah, I think so. And Destro? You think Destro's trash? I don't agree with that at all. I think Destro's really good. HPAL. Oh, I think I got Unholy Decay. Yeah, Unholy Decay I got wrong for sure. Enhancement Shaman is wrong. Do you think Enhancement Shaman is better than A? Because I feel like Enhancement Shaman's A tier. I think it's actually good. It feels weird. Yeah, so out of all of these DPS, what do you guys think should be demoted to B tier? Enhancement Shaman is trash. It's low damage. You're wrong. Enhancement main here. Do you think Enhancement Shaman should be demoted? Okay, I'll do that. You think Destro should be demoted? I don't agree with that actually. This is more of like a shuffle. I think Enhancement Shaman is definitely not bad. You disagree with the demotion? Okay, there's a great debate going on right now in the chat. The great debate. Anyways, let me rectify some of these situations. I think Outlaw is at least A tier. I think it's actually really, really broken. I think Fatebound Outlaw does insane damage. It might even be S tier. I'm thinking maybe even S tier. I think it's way better. Outlaw is the best melee. Giga S tier? Yeah. Outlaw was S tier. So Outlaw, I probably got the most wrong. I had it at C tier. It's literally the most broken thing ever. And I think the nerfs won't be enough. I think Og is at... I want to say Og is A tier too. I think Og is flying under the radar. I think it's nuts. Especially in... Yeah, I think Og's very good. I think it's very, very good. I think Unholy Decay is S tier. Shadow Priest. I actually am going to demote Shadow Priest from S to A. I had Shadow Priest at S tier, but I think losing its burst made it slightly worse. I'm gonna demote it. I think it's still good, but I'm demoting it a bit. And I also think Shaman is super strong also. I'm not sure about Presevoker. The rework did nothing. I mean, they have slightly less burst for sure. You haven't seen a single AUG? Yeah, but just because there's not a lot of people playing AUG doesn't mean it's not broken. How's Fistweaver not S tier? I feel like right now it's a little too top heavy. Like, I think we're a bit too top heavy, which makes me feel like I need to change things a little bit. You know? Perceives unkillable in Blitz. So not gonna lie, I feel like you could move Fury down. I don't think you need to move Fury down. I think Fury's actually good. You said Frost and Unholy Decay is A tier? You guys, Frost and Unholy Decay is not A tier. It's not A tier. I think they're both S tier. They're, yeah. Dev Evoker could be S tier too, but everything can't be S tier. Do you guys think Disc, like when you compare Disc and Prez, Rest of Druid's B tier? All three Rook specs are S tier. Fantastic work again, Blizzard. I think they actually are, yeah. Disc is better than Prez. For threes? Or for shuffle or what? I actually do think Disc is good. I don't know, man. This is hard. But like now, I feel like the tier list is completely screwed. I feel like the tier list is completely screwed because I have nothing in C. And everything is A or S tier. Do we actually think that? Because I'm not going to lie, I do feel like most things feel pretty insane right now. Like overall, there's not that many bad specs. Like everything feels kind of strong. Let's take a look at some stats real quick. I'll take a look at Drusvar. Now, shuffle stats don't mean that much early on in the season, to be honest with you. So I'm just going to open this up. Leaderboards, stats. Solo shuffle stats. We'll take a look at this. 2,400 plus. We'll look at both regions, okay? You remember? Do you guys remember? Do you guys remember at the beginning of the season when I ranked Ret as S tier, and people in a certain Discord were literally memeing on me and just saying that I hate Rets? Well, I hope those Rets are watching, and I hope that the data would suggest that I wasn't just memeing or lying, and I don't have it out for Rets. That my opinion was actually based on fact. So this is what we're looking at. This is both regions, 2,400 plus right now. So, Oh, I was wrong about Boomies. Oh, no, I wasn't. Boomies are S tier. Okay, cool. Okay, so Affliction, Frost, Destro, Fire. These are all pretty low. Marks, Dev. It seems like the melee that are the best so far. Although, like I said, it doesn't mean that much. Boomies are doing really well. Dev Evokers are doing really well. Rets, Unholy, Asa, Frost. This is like the most represented DKs have been. And they're not actually getting nerfed very much. Like barely at all, so it's good. Enhancement Shamans aren't looking too good. What about Arena? We'll look in the top 500 in both regions in the last 7 days. So, yeah, Rets aren't looking bad. Outlaws fairly underrepresented. Holy Priests are doing better than maybe Holy Priests are better than Beats here. Enhancement Shaman is at the bottom of the melee DPS besides Outlaw Rogue. Outlaw shouldn't be S tier. I think Outlaw is giga broken when you're good at it. So we could put a caveat. If you're really good at Outlaw and you have tier, it's completely overpowered. If you are very mediocre at it and you don't have tier, then it's not going to be nearly as good. It's one of the harder specs to play. You need weak auras to play Outlaw, I think. Yeah. I mean, this looks not too far off. This looks not too far off. Do you think I should put Mistweaver in S tier? I think in Europe, you would put Mistweaver in S tier. Oh, what do we think about Paladins? Like, I don't actually know. What healer is S tier? I think Mistweaver's really insane. Mistweaver's bad? Mistweaver's definitely not bad. I can promise you Mistweaver's not bad. And... yeah. It definitely isn't bad. I'm actually going to promote Mistweaver. Paladin and Mistweaver, do we think are the best healers? HPAL and Mistweaver. Okay, so we promoted Mistweaver. I think it's really good. You think Resto Shaman's better than Druid? Yeah, that's fine. Is it the order in A and S are in no particular? Is this actually... Is there any DPS spec that I need to demote? I know this is taking a little while, but like... I feel like this is a really weird time where everything kind of feels good. Like the game actually feels a little bit... Like I still think there's some outliers, a little bit, but the game feels pretty crazy. You gotta put Enhancement Shaman back up in A tier? Is everything A tier? Even Holy Priest. Is Holy Priest actually bad? It doesn't seem like it. Okay, we'll put Enhance at A tier. Is Resto Shaman is S, Paladin is A, Fury is B, Peril is B. Is it? Everything's good. I'm gonna promote Holy Priest. Okay. The second round of Frost Mage nerfs don't feel good. Fury might actually be B. I feel like this is the worst tier list I ever made. I'm not gonna lie. And not because I think it's like really inaccurate. Feral is bad unless you're Axton. Fury is A. Just not above arms. Okay. It really is, to be honest, man. I'm sorry. But like, I'm not, like, tell me where I'm wrong. Like the tier list looks weird, but I swear everything feels good. I'm not even kidding. I don't know what to demote. This means balancing is good. I haven't played anything that feels like shit just yet. Survival Hunter's S tier. I think you have to make tier list relative instead of good versus bad. Yeah, but I know, but like I can't actually tell you which was better and which was worst between a lot of these specs, you know? So this is what I'm gonna have it for now. Yeah. Well, I still think Arcane and Fire are insanely good. I think Boomy, yep, this looks good to me. The updated tier list, ladies and gentlemen. This is like the least diverse tier list I ever made, but I actually can't demote anything at this point. I think everything... Yeah. This is weird. This is weird. All right, here we go. This is official. And Rets were S plus tier, by the way. Just so everybody knows. Everybody in this certain Discord that's memeing on me, I just want to make it clear once again. Rets are one of the best classes in the game. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.